If you're not like the Prince of Nigeria or the son of Elon Musk, you probably remember the first time you ever bought a fragrance for over $200. Trust me, I know exactly that feeling. I had the same feeling for the first time I ever bought something over $200, $300, and $400. It's the same feeling. That's because you work so hard for your money and you like a fragrance so much, even though you know it only cost about $10 to make, you're gonna go ahead and spend that $3, $4, or $250 price tag for it. Especially if that's a blind buy, ooh, then it becomes way more risky. And I own over 200 colognes, so let me show you the only 9 fragrances over $200 that I actually think are worth your money. We're talking about super expensive fragrances, and I'm out here in a tank top, which does not suit the vibe of the video. Let's put this on. Yeah. Way better. If you guys are familiar with my videos, you know that I always hint the first fragrance that I'm gonna talk about in the intro, and it is going to be Nishani Ani. This is an incredible fragrance, let's be honest. It is the only, oh yeah, vanilla fragrance that is in the same time super sweet, but super fresh too, and can be worn during the summer and the winter. It's just a masterpiece with vanilla, ginger, and this like fresh airiness. I don't know how to explain it with a certain note. It's really, really pleasant, gets a lot of compliments. This stuff smells super nice in the air, and it lasts a pretty long time. And another thing I like about this $200 perfume for only 50 mls, by the way, is that this is one of the scents that you don't go nose blind to. You can smell it on yourself, like walking on the street, get whiffs of it, while it's like 8 hours in. It's crazy. And I know going nose blind to a fragrance while wearing it is super, super common, but the fact that I can still get whiffs of it and smell it on myself just gives me a boost of confidence. And who doesn't want that? The next fragrance that we have is not even a niche fragrance, but more of a designer private line, and it is the $400 Armani Privé Vert Malachite. You get bitter orange, jasmine, and vanilla, which give it this super nice, elegant, summery vibe. So yeah, you're gonna smell those citruses in the beginning, but then it's just gonna turn into a super floral masterpiece. And it's very floral, but in the same time, it doesn't get too feminine and can be worn by any single man out there. I know if you don't like flowers and you're this like, oh, oud type of guy, I can only wear oud and leather, then this is probably not for you, but I think this is incredible. Obviously, $400 for 100 mils is pretty steep. It's also $300 for the 50 mils, and I think that's the better deal because you won't need 100 mils of a fragrance almost ever in your life. This is also the type of fragrance that doesn't have the strongest projection in the world, but when people get close or you just walk past them and they get a whiff of it, it smells just too good. And that's what makes the difference between a $400 fragrance and maybe a $30 one that doesn't give that same, you know, impact. Up next, we have the first Louis Vuitton fragrance on this list, and it is Imagination. And what is this packaging, man? I'm paying $430 plus tax for this. There are legit fragrances that are $30 or $40 out there, like Lattafa Amir, that have a beautiful box, and especially that one, when you open it up, it has the lights inside. And Louis Vuitton for $430, this is what you're giving me? Anyways, let's talk about the cologne, because I was just talking bad about it, but if anything, it's on a $200 plus worth it list. So yeah, man, it just smells too good. The packaging, I just don't care anymore. This is a very, very fresh scent with notes of tea. So the tea is a bit weird to explain. It's like this herbal thingy in this fragrance, but you're mostly gonna pick up on those citruses and that soapy luxury hotel feel. Another reason why I think it is worth it is the amount of compliments this got me, man. Everybody seems to like this when I wear it, and the projection is also really, really good. When I first got this, let me tell you something. When I first got it, it was lasting about 8 hours on my skin. It's been a couple months now and it lasts 12. That is insane, bro. I was leaving a super crazy scent trail, people were telling me, and it was 12 hours after applying. Insane. This one is gonna be probably the most mature fragrance on this list. Maybe you could tell that I like sweeter, more youthful things because obviously I'm a younger guy, but this can be worn by young guys a lot. It is Parfums de Marly Layton. I've heard a lot of people say that this smells like medicine, and I don't get that at all. I get a super elegant, woody, sweet, vanilla and apple scent. Yeah, and that apple is just what makes it so good. This is one of those fragrances that if you're a young guy like me, are gonna spend $300 on this, keep it on your shelf, and only use it rarely, as I do. When you're wearing a suit like this one, obviously with not a tank top under it, but if you're wearing a suit, you got a wedding to go to, 6 sprays on this stuff on your pulse points, and you're good to go, man. I really wish this wasn't hyped as much online, because now people are gonna watch this video and be like, oh no, this is too hyped. I'm gonna watch the next one because this one, too many people smell like it. But let's be honest, in the air, it's extremely hard to tell what you're wearing. And I think Parfums de Marly Layton is 100% worth the price tag. And yeah, if you don't have the $350 for the 125, get the 75 anyway. 75 mls for a special occasion fragrance is good. I think dollar per ml, this is the most expensive fragrance in my entire collection. And it is $320, something like that for a mini 50 ml bottle. But I'm talking about Apple Brandy by Kilian's. I bought this around a year and a half ago and I've never regretted it for 1 second. I even owned 2 bottles at one point. Yes, I'm being 100% serious. I have to find a clip or something where I'm showing both of my bottles, but I had 2 bottles of Apple Brandy because I loved it so much. This is such a good apple, boozy, and kind of gourmand, elegant scent, but it's not elegant like Parfums de Marly Layton. This can be worn any age, even dressed up, but also like, you know, black t-shirt vibes, you could still wear it. So unique. You know, when you talk about apple pie fragrances, you usually think about PDM, Ojan, or Angel Share, the other one that looks in this bottle. But no, I think this is better than both of those. It is very pricey and only lasts about 6 hours, but I think the scent is just too good. Maybe another guy would tell you that it's not worth it, but I'm gonna tell you it is, just because I'm biased a bit. I just like it too much. We're down to the second Louis Vuitton on this list, and it is going to be Pacific Chill. At least with this one, you're getting designs on your box, not like imagination. People talk about this all the time online because of how good it is, and I'm sure you've already heard about the fact that it is a super refreshing, juicy, aquatic, and fruity fragrance. But for me, what makes it shine more than just that opening is the dry down, because you're gonna get dates and fig, which make it such a smooth, it's like a smooth, sweet, but also fresh, refreshing. I don't know how to explain it, but those dates, man. I only started picking up on them after I bought the fragrance in like a week, but yeah, it just makes it so much better. The projection on this is also really, really good, so it gets a lot of compliments. So for $430, is it worth it? Yes, if you have one of these laying around in your house. I get about 6 hours of longevity with this thing, which is okay, but only 1 hour of strong projection that I talked about. With this Vaseline, you just rub a little bit on your pulse points and you're gonna get about 8 hours with 2 or 3 hours of strong projection. But as you can see, I didn't use much of it because it's pretty new still in my collection. Maybe it's gonna happen like Imagination, where it's gonna get stronger over time. You never know. We got my second favorite fragrance in my collection, and it is something that I also gatekeep a lot. And that can be gatekept because not a lot of people know about this, and it is Madawi Gold by Arabian Oud. If you live in the Middle East, I'm sure you already know about Arabian Oud. It's like the most, or one of the most popular niche brands. But over here in the West, I think we only have like 2 stores in the entire North America, like New York and Montreal, that's it. It's gonna run you about $300 for the 100 ml bottle, but I think this thing slaps, man. It's a really, really nice pineapple, peach, vanilla, and creamy fragrance. Really good for the summer nights, winter nights, you know what, all year round. I'm taking breaks between clips, by the way, because I'm just stuck sniffing this goodness in the air. And I just have to wait until I get nose blind so that I can continue. This also has one of the best packagings ever. Look, unclip, pull, and then you get another box inside the box, and open it, and there's your fragrance. This is one of the only fragrances in my entire collection that I actually deem a 10 out of 10 perfect rating. Right after it, I'm gonna put the OG Madawi, not the gold edition. I think the gold edition made this DNA better, but honestly, I've seen people prefer this more. And if this is a 10 out of 10 for me, I think this is a 9.5. Without spending too much of your time, because it is kind of the same pineapple blossom peach DNA, but this one is way more fruity floral. This one has this vanilla creaminess to it. So this one is a bit more masculine. This one is a bit more unisex, feminine leaning, but I think even though it's feminine leaning, yeah, you wear this as a man, oh, beautiful scent trail incoming. Yeah, I really recommend this one. It's $200 instead of $300. And if you love fragrances like Hibiscus Mahajad by Maison Crivelli, Baccarat Rouge as a man, try this one out because it's better than the other two I mentioned and less synthetic and higher quality smelling. I'm gonna tease you guys a bit only for this video, but maybe one day if I ever release a fragrance, I'd probably dupe this DNA. And last but not least on this list, we have a fragrance that is $350, but I didn't pay nothing, zero, because it was sent to me by the brand. And I was so happy when I received this because I really wish they send me more because I really, really like their stuff. $350 saved for this one. I wear it and I love it. It's called Moroccan Medjool by Electimus. Really cool bottle and freaking heavy. This stuff, you could throw it at a house, break windows, rob a bank, whatever. This thing is a weapon. And you could probably tell by the name Moroccan Medjool that it is a Moroccan style medjool date DNA. Like when you smell this and wear this, you feel like Moroccan royalty. And that's why during Eid, I actually wore a Moroccan thobe and wore this fragrance. And I felt amazing. You know those fragrances that when you wear, you feel like you have superpowers? Yeah, Moroccan Medjool is one of them. Let me spray it in the air just so that I can remember. Oh, this amazing scent. It also has caramel in it, I forgot to mention. There's also this masculine spiciness to it, so it's not feminine at all. I know dates and caramel sound very sweet, but that spiciness really makes it what it is, and it is just one of the only fragrances that are over $200 that are actually worth it. And remember, if you want to sample this super rare, not known fragrance that you can gatekeep every single day, remember to check out Ibratalksamples.shop. I also have every other fragrance on this video and everything behind me also on that website. And I'll see you guys in the next video.